Have a man hanging from a swing set. Bladen Rental Properties, Highway 211.
There's a male subject hanging from the swing.
It's a black male subject.
At 7:25 the next morning, Lennon Lacey was found in the open field of a mobile home park, hanging from this swing set. The local police ruled his death. According to the autopsy, he seemed depressed. What did you make of that?
How did they know? How do you psychologically evaluate a dead person?
That question and many others still unanswered haunt Lennon's family. You did not recognize the belt that was used in the hanging.
I did not.
Lennon was found wearing shoes that were too small for him. Is that correct?
Exactly.
A size and a half smaller than he normally wears? So he was found with size 10 and a half shoes?
And we knew that those weren't the shoes he had on his feet because his sister saw him with those Jordans on when he left.
And what about the shoes that he was wearing when he was found?
We don't know where those shoes came from.
Meanwhile, just days after Lennon was buried, it appeared someone had desecrated his grave.
I'm begging you.
Is for this to potentially be one of those cold cases. When we look at so many of the pieces of the puzzle, and when our attorneys have asked, well, have these leads been followed up? They hadn't. There seems to be a rush to be able. The call was made so quick. For instance, the crime scene being released so quickly, the mother even said that when she saw his body, her first question is, why was his hands not covered to protect the DNA or anything under his fingernail? The shoes that he had on were not his. Why is it that the belts that were found or claimed to be found in the leash that is on? Were there real measurements done? What did anybody look really at the physics of how the hanging could have taken place?
Do you really think this could have been a lynching?
Could have been, until all the questions are answered. The reality is we know it was a hanging. And the question is, was it a hanging? Was it a stage hanging? What was it? We do not know at this point. That is why we're asking for this further investigation.
We have asked the Justice Department to throw its...
Okay, so, hey, you see it again, all right? Now this, please excuse me. Call hello, how about Shem y'all shots? 17 degrees outside right now, and my voice is all messed up. Yet again, we got to get the hell up out of here. I can't stand this place, all right? But anyway, they've been at it. When I'm talking about I'm talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. They've been at it the whole damn time. Remember, the scripture said in Baruch 3 and verse 8, we are yet this day in our captivity. They spare not to spit in our face. You know, all the way back in Genesis 27th chapter, it tells you that Esau kept his wrath forever. He kept his hatred forever. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Quadash, double honors. To the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, on whom I learn from daily, healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. It's Brother Gabar Adama. Hey, healthy shalom to the 144,000 would-be judges upon this earth, because it's really all about the elect anyway. That's what it's about. All right, and then you got these pork chop preachers, you know, that show up talking about we want this and we need to come together and anything else but a scripture. You ever notice that? Anything else but a scripture, all about some kind of damn Salakia, man. I saw, and this was in 2021, by the way. But when I saw that, you know, I'm like, damn. And it's all, and Esau Edom is emboldened now. They just all outright with it. Okay? You got Edomite preachers talking about take the black man, and just the black man. Notice how they the black man out and stone him to death. You know, they look like the devil. Oh boy, this is Psalm 64. Yep. In verse 4, verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows even bitter words. Okay, some of those bitter words is he hung his. Did you hear what? Did you hear what the interviewer was saying? What the coroner said? It seemed like he was depressed. You know, and the brother said, "How you mentally evaluate a dead body? You think people are that stupid? That's a blatant disregard for any human intelligence. You see? Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. See, traps, man. They say, who shall see us? And the same thing happened with, what's his name? Emmett Till. And it said it's because he was dating some Edomite chick. And it very well could have been a damn Jake. If you can receive it. Yeah, you see, and this is a part of our captivity, man. They, in the book of Obadiah and a couple other places, very plainly told you that Esau Edom went too damn far. They furthered our affliction. Let's get that. Salakia. Come on, here we go. All right, yep. Let's see, I'm very sorry and displeased. Yes, very good. Zechariah 1 and verse 15, I'm very sore displeased with the heathen, okay, that are at ease. You see that? Scripture said they're not in trouble as other men, right? For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Did you hear that? They helped what? Forward the affliction. Let's get that. And let's get that in the NIV and see what it says in NIV. Yeah, let's see what it says here. NIV, it says, I am very angry with the nations, and those nations are written about in the book of is it Isaiah, the 83rd chapter? Salakia, if I'm wrong, damn. When it talks about all those nations that were confederate against us, it is every damn body. Okay? Anyhow, please correct me if I'm wrong about that. Is Psalms, the 83rd chapter, Salakia. It came back to me quickly. All right? I am very angry with the nations that feel secure. I was only a little angry, but when they went too far with the punishment. You see, when they went too far in the book of Obadiah, talks about that too. That you should have not have done this. You should have not have done that. And here's the guy. Here's the Jake. They got how you gonna unalive yourself in that manner in the first place? Jake don't do that kind of shit. And from a swing set, where you can very clearly either put your arms up and grab the upper bar and pull yourself up. Okay? It's just wearing the wrong shoes. They had the nerve to stick him for his Jordans. Lennon Lacey, FBI file, how authorities determined suicide and not lynching. They did that same shit just the other, a month ago. What? Yeah, you see that? They could they could track down, any damn body. They can track down a gay, a homosexual bat, and figure out, where a certain disease came from. Okay, which is, we all know that's bullshit. They track your ass. They could track your ass each and every day with all these damn cameras on the light post. All right, cell phones. They know that they can see you from space, but they can't find the people who did these things. And the investigate somehow or another the investigation Well, we determined that, he off himself. We could tell by the body he was depressed. Nigga, please. Come on, man. Genesis. Come on. Genesis 27, verse 40. And by that sword, see, that's the weapon. That's a weapon. And by thy sword shall thou live, and shall serve thy brother. Who's the brother? It's Jacob, which is the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel. Not just Jeuus. That's another question they'll never answer. Where's the other tribe? Well, we don't know. The hell are you doing there? It's all prophecy. All right? And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, which is his mind, the days of mourning for my brother are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. You hear that? So, and this is another thing that people are getting all mixed up in this world and things in this world, and the so-called left and the so-called right, it's all this two wings of the same bird. All right. And you know what they do? They skip over what the real problem is. And the real problem is Esau, Edom. It's an ancient spiritual battle between Esau and Jacob. Okay? That's exactly what it is. All right? So when you have people will say some stupid shit like it was the Republicans how they say it's the Republicans that ended slavery. No. It's the Edomites that had us in subjection, or still does, yet to this day. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn stupid ass Democrat or Republican or Republican or plebeian. They very swiftly skip over the fact that it wasn't Democrats, it wasn't no Republicans. Hell no, it was fucking Edomites. And you're all going into slavery. You going into slavery, boy. Let's read about it. Revelation 13. Let's go to the point. I don't care. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So you got to pay for all this shit. You ain't gonna hop, skip, jump, get away from it. I know your inward thought is that your houses shall continue forever. Hey, but guess what? Hey, the scripture said we shall meditate. Well, let's read it. Let's read this. Yeah, he said, by the hands of my people. Isaiah 33, verse 18, thine heart, your mind, shall meditate terror. Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver? Where is he that counteth the towers? You through. You done. And I'm leaving it right there. Sort of just pissed me off seeing that again. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. We love our people. But at the same time, they can 2/3 can kiss my ass. Shalom.